My name is Matthew Dooley. Today I'm going to be talking about medical marijuana and the benefits for recreational and medicinal marijuana in different states. Okay. On January 1st, 2018, the United States, well, not the United States, California, which is the biggest, most populated state in the United States, legalized recreational and medicinal pot. And for basically the main topic is that California was the first and foremost to kind of like a quiz to see which kind of states would succeed and which ones wouldn't succeed. So when California legalized recreational and medicinal pot, the economy in California went through the roof. They made over, for instance, right here, about $406.7 million just in revenue with medicinal and recreational marijuana. And in California, they oversaw the legalization with the legislative branch in the United States. And after everything was said and done, for this was one of the biggest things in the United States. And typically in America over the past, say, 50 years, marijuana has been looked over as something that hasn't been a more positive thing in people's life. But with people with chronic pain, and say if you're an athlete, say you're in your professional sports right now, say in football, baseball, or basketball, many physical therapists and doctors that are with the organization or with the team, or with certain players, if you have a physical trainer, they subscribe opioids like hydro, every painkiller, so that you can get back to the field. Because it is a business, they're invested in you over millions of dollars, and typically you have to stay focused and stay healthy. And if you're not healthy, then the revenue of your salary would probably go down. Contract-wise, many basketball players, football players, and baseball players are signed to a rookie deal at first. So that'd be 1 year, maybe $500K for just your rookie year, so they can see how good you're going to be. So if you're hurt, you're not going to be making any money. You're not benefiting the team to any circumstances or what point. So Ronald Acuna Jr. right now is in his rookie contract here, and he plays for the Atlanta Braves. He is a second baseman, outfield, kind of like a utility player, and he's one of the best hitters in the league right now. So say if he were to get hurt, they wouldn't be making any money right now. They wouldn't have any more success in their team moving forward, because he's a prospect coming up on the upcoming, and he's supposed to be one of the best players. So if he were to, say, have a sore arm one day, they would subscribe prescription drugs over the counter or whatever for hydros or opioids of any kind of painkillers. And this would typically could cause addiction, or addiction into opioids, and you could be a drug abuse. So say if the MLB were to legalize all use of CBD or medicinal or recreational weed, that this could possibly increase the chances of not being hurt and decrease all stabilizations of anything of getting hurt, so that you can perform at your top peak for your team, and just at the highest level that you possibly can play at. And right now in America, opioid crisis is huge. Everybody is abusing prescription drugs, to say, like CBD oil for chronic pain users, and for typically main wide receivers in the NFL, following different circumstances, usually can be prescribed to CBD, but you get drug tested for marijuana, so THC is actually the thing that gets you high, and that will test positive. And then boom, you're popped, you're done. You can't play anymore. You're suspended, just like Josh Gordon did, who was a wide receiver for New England right now, and he was out for 3 or 4 years just because he tested positive for THC. So if you use CBD, it's legalized in mainly almost every state so far, and this will increase the chances of no more chronic pain, and it's more healthier for the user. Following into the opioid crisis and addiction, many athletes can abuse it and tend to, like, if you are subscribed for prescription drugs for maybe 2 to 3 years, you're going to maybe get addicted and you're going to start abusing that. And this will tend to lead to depression, anxiety in an athlete. And when your depression levels and anxiety levels go up through the roof, that testosterone in the athlete's body usually decreases. So there's no more muscle gain, no more muscle mass in the athlete. And this could tend to reduce his ability to perform at his highest level. And this is where CBD or recreational marijuana would come into play. And this would typically be the safest and healthiest way for an athlete to maintain that top peak performance. And then on the statewide tax level, this is moving into a different subject for the economy. So say if you have like a 15% statewide tax for all miracle marijuana, automatically that state's revenue is going to go through the roof, and you're going to make more money for, say, roads, bridges, anything that could help the community and throughout the state just make like a better living, more environmental and better society. And here are my sources. Here's the alternative CBD infused things that could help. So say with lotion, you have CBD infused bud, vape juice, pain relief cream, CBD induced drinks, joint health supplements, and this is all the safest and healthiest ways that an athlete or any top tier athlete, say anybody, would be able to be the healthiest way and not test positive for THC. And at that time, you are at your top peak for your team. You can just be completely healthy, no more opioid abuse, addiction, or anything that could potentially reduce your risk at being your top tier performance. And here's the sources that have given me the most information about how this has helped and how it's benefited most athletes and people all around the world. Thank you for listening to my speech. Hope you know a little bit more about CBD-induced things and better performance in athletes.